Part 2 of fitting this exhaust to the Porsche Boxster 987. Hopefully this is the final part in this mini series because quite frankly it's doing my head in now. But John is on his way here. I have cleared some space for the Porsche in the gym to put it up on the jacks again and hopefully just get this thing sorted. So I did have to take it down to the mechanics though to get those 6 welded shut bolts out of the exhaust, and they did charge me 100 quid. So there's me thinking I'm going to be clever and do it myself, but end up costing me more money in the end anyway. So anyway, we move on. That's the whole point of this channel, is obviously spending too much money on silly stuff. Let's get it sorted. Okay, so the mechanic has turned up.
Got safety gear this time. I feel like we didn't take safety seriously.
Well, I don't know if that's going to fit under the car, but
the main thing is
see.
Angle grinding is safe.
So the car is up, the wheels are off. Again, that's big thanks to John, because my my tools weren't going to cut it, were they?
Your tool will never cut it.
My tool. I walked into that one. But it is time to offer up the exhaust, see what we're working with, and fingers crossed this goes a little bit smoother than the first time round. The bracket that I took off here is fine, I think, going back on with those bolts, but we are going to have to look at that plate, mate, at the top here, because those holes there and there are slightly wider than the holes on the frame.
Shocker. eBay purchase doesn't fit exactly perfect. Good to know.
So let's get to work.
Oh, before you go.
Ice cream?
Yeah, that would be great. I bought another Dremel.
Oh, so we have how many Dremels?
Well, have you got yours with you?
We've
now?
got 4 between us. I've got one over there, you've got one.
Yeah.
So we can Dremel at the same time.
Site, so anything can be fixed.
We have got all the gear with a tiny bit of an idea.
Yeah,
Tiny.
I mean, I suppose as long as it's doing the job of being the gasket between the 2 pipes, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
But I'm wondering if is that side better against heat than the other, and you'd want the better side for heat on the side that's going to get the most. In theory, this is the hotter end, isn't it? This bit.
Yeah.
So
Please tell me that fits.
it does seem to, yeah.
With the holes.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, I brought that light bar with me because
you can see then.
yeah, and that's apparently helpful. Yeah, it pretty much lines up. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if it goes that way,
Okay.
which probably is.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. And then you fit the pipe onto the other side,
Yeah.
put the bolts through.
So the next question really is, do we fit those pipes first and then hope that it lines up with the main pipe with the back box at the back?
Yeah, I think we offer it up.
Do that.
I think we do that, and then we see where the back box has to sit in order for that to fit.
Okie dokie. So we'll take a side each, is it?
Oh, multitasking, I like it. Yeah, let's do that. It might be easier to do this together because then one person can screw and the other person can hold the pipe.
Screw and hold.
Yeah, I'll hold the pipe
Okay.
if you screw.
Okay. So it's easier if
That's another good point. We've got to kind of the top one has to be put in before you put it in position, otherwise it won't get past the pipe itself.
So the other. Ooh, hang on.
Well,
Nuts on which side?
oh, good point. Which side were they on?
They were on this side, that way.
That would
Sorry,
make-
the nuts bolt going through from the
From the back.
back.
Which makes sense actually, because then there's a lot more room for a nut than it is for a thing. There you go. Mechanic, how you are.
I tell you what.
So
Up
much
here
like
for
you-
thinking, down there for dancing. Shame about my dance moves, but there we go. Right, I'm going to take the hat off because I'm going to have to get in and under, maybe.
What
That's
if
not
you
looking
screw them? Will they fit? Otherwise, have you got a drill bit big enough to get through there? Because it's quite a big old hole. Because it's not a threaded hole, or is it?
I don't know.
It's not. So that means we've got to drill a bigger hole. And we know we're great at drills. And we've got poor quality drills.
Right.
So it says 8.8 on it. Do you think that means
8.8 mil?
Yeah.
9 mil.
Yeah.
Because also it doesn't really matter if the hole's slightly bigger than the bolt. So let's go to town.
Cool. 9.
Okay, problem number 1. Well, no, not really. Problem number 4001.
Still counting. Hang on, I've taken my gloves off. I can't.
You can't be on the video without safety equipment, John. Come on. You should know this by now.
I'm also not wearing my sunglasses, which is important when anywhere near an angle grinder.
So, new gasket. New bolt for said gasket. Fits the gasket perfectly. The difficulty is, it doesn't fit the flange that's on the car now. So
we either drill a new hole, and we need a bigger drill bit because this one isn't going to do the job, or we get smaller bolts that will fit through the hole of the bit coming off the manifold.
bolts. Much easier. We could be here for hours drilling.
I think we know from previous experience that making holes and things and chopping things up, we're not very quick at that.
No.
We have got some Dremels though. We could polish it up. Say,
John's ready. There's your angle grinder. So there's a plug socket there. That's really hot. Don't touch that.
Oh,
you need to go on the other side.
That side, yeah? Measure
Surely
once,
it's the
cut
same.
3 times. That's how everybody does it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, what I want to do now, I don't want to do more cutting. I want to offer this up and see if it fits.
There's
Step by step.
method to his madness.
Oh, I need to go take my gloves off then, and I realise then I'm not safe. Hold position. Hold position. Screw fix is the one in Pontypool is closer than this one.
I thought you were going to start talking about your Indian sat-nav guy.
No, maybe not for that. I like the Indian voice when I'm not in a call centre. It's very.
It just shocked me.
Yeah.
Shocked me.
Halfords.
There's a Halfords carefully 1.7 miles away. Navigate to that one.
Yes. Yes, do that. Still thinking.
What would you like me to do?
Navigate to Halfords Caerphilly. Yeah, he's got a nice
Fantastic.
rhythmic tone.
Yeah.
We had
it's
it as
very-
Australian for a while, but they were always asking questions.
And quite aggressive sounding, or
No, they weren't that end of Australia.
right? Okay.
They were,
The East.
questioning ones.
Yeah.
And then I don't get on with the American ones.
No.
They just keep putting tariffs on stuff. And the
So-
British ones are too hoity.
We are back in the Golf R. And I was wondering why my partner was just messaging you, and I was like, "That's weird." She's just seen you.
Yeah, she's giving me a poll.
So many euphemisms today. We're on our way to B&Q again, and we're going to get some bolts, and we
nuts.
know, and some nuts, because ours aren't big enough and the bolts aren't long enough. So yeah, hopefully this is the last trip of purchasing stuff for this exhaust. Are we optimistic about that?
Yeah, and good news, we've angle grinded something and it's gone really well. It's the most successful piece of angle grinding we've done so far.
He says I just held the exhaust in place and burnt my left arm. He did the angle grinding.
With my helmet on,
So,
safety helmet.
yeah. John is top angle grinder.
Top grinder.
Top. We're back. We have enough bolts to bolt up this whole place probably. So let's. I think we've made the right decision.
Yeah, drilling is never a good idea.
Yeah.
Bolts better. It's going
Yeah.
to be done in a jiffy. It's guaranteed now.
It's a long jiffy, but it's not even a euphemism.
So I think we need to bolt these to the manifold end, on the premise that we can't bend these.
Yeah.
We're not good at pipe bending. Once we've done that, we then know where the back box has got to fit, because we've got room to manoeuvre with the bracket with the back box.
Yeah.
But we haven't got any room to manoeuvre with these fittings. So we're going to offer these up, fit them up nice and tight and safe, then do a straight pipe test, of course. And then we're going to see how if we can get the back box to fit, which is really optimistic, because it's so far offering it up, it doesn't quite align with the Porsche OEM specs.
But we remain optimistic. He's not just a good financial advisor. He's a good.
I was going to play a didgeridoo, but I remembered.
There's me.
Paris.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do a Rolf.
Yeah, I can't see.
I don't know if that's going on.
Yeah.
Is it?
I tell you what, I'll see if I can.
It's on now, I think.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinning.
Let's hope the jack stays under the car. My head is under the brake right now.
That's fine. It's really rusty. I don't think it'd do any damage to you.
My head is quite hard, but
Yeah. Right. And the last one.
hang on.
Oh, hang on a minute. You're gonna steal my bolt off me.
It's gone.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so that's one pipe in.
Look how shiny it is.
Oh, look at that. It's worth having.
It's the only
for
part
that.
of the car that's shiny.
Yep. And now we can do
the other side.
and then see how million miles off we are.
And how it sounds. It's time to start. We've tightened up the pipes.
Would you say it was blowing?
Didn't sound like it was blowing at all.
It just sounds like it's coming out the exhaust.
Smells lovely. So now what we found is that this part doesn't quite fit where those pipes are coming out. So we've got to do some bending, some jiggering, some poking, and keep these crossed. But otherwise,
My optimism is slightly lower.
yeah,
Has been. Yeah, I
Or-
mean, ultimately, you could probably see it. It almost bends inwards. So
yeah.
it kind of. We're going to have to try and pull these ends so they're moving apart from each other, because at the moment you've got about a thumb's gap on either side.
I'm almost thinking of like putting one on a pillar there and just literally pulling it.
Are you thinking about that? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when we filmed it, I think I filmed it, you trying to break a piece of wood. And
Yeah.
that took a lot of effort. But you know,
We got a blowtorch. Got a
The
blowtorch.
good news is it works completely fine as straight pipe, so
Is it legal to drive it straight pipe?
I couldn't possibly comment.
I might be driving it home with a straight pipe on, so we'll see.
It smells delightful.
It does. The good news is, brother-in-law Kieran, who's actually a qualified mechanic, he's done a 2-year course on mechanics, has turned up thinking the gym was open. We don't open on Thursdays. But he's here, so he might as well help us
Yeah.
and get his training in that way, bending bars.
Yeah. Can you bend the pipe? Yeah, of course I can. There we go then. Qualified, and we've got a respirator for you as well, so it's all safer. Should have worn that when you did the start, because
Yeah.
it's fumey here. Yeah.
Bit fuming in
A
there.
bit high.
Right, let's crack on.
It's going to catch all the sparks. Safety!
This bar needs to come this way. That bar needs to go slightly that way. It's only a thumb's length, so average thumb length.
Don't try this at home, kids, I feel is the thing you should say.
Remind me not to touch the pipe.
Yeah. Don't touch the pipe. Leave that here. It looks like it's moving. Do you want to take a pause?
Test it.
Just got to be careful not to touch it.
Yeah, do not touch any of that.
Okay, so we're going to go.
Okay, so if we go up there.
So the exhaust is now inside the housing. Right, I'm holding my.
Are you on?
Yes.
I'm on.
Hey.
Are you genuinely on there?
Yeah. I could get bolts through there.
So I'm on too. The question is that exhaust straight at the back?
Kieran,
In the middle?
can you come and have a look at something?
Right, like
This way.
that's like perfect.
Okay.
Oh.
So if it's a little bit off, then I think we'll be alright with that.
We're all right.
Then we could bend it. We could always bend the pipes.
Yes, bang in. Right, don't touch the bend.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Also, don't put the bend on the rubber.
Rubber. Yeah. Now this is the bit where it's going to get super frustrating.
Yeah. Because you're
So
going to
I
go one
almost
side
think-
first.
I almost think if we put that annoying thing back on the bar,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I fit it to
the
that,
pipes.
yeah, and then we try in whatever we can to get the bar to fit onto the Porsche.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
That bar is easier to bend than anything else.
Yes. Yeah, we just sit on it.
Well, and we could probably bend that with our hands because it's tiny.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we'll be able to bend that in situ rather than
I agree.
bend it after. Cool.
So, exhaust to pipes to bar to frame.
I'm going to try and guide the fixing bits over. Right. Okay. Right, now...
I actually don't think this bar fucking helps us.
No, I don't think it does. Right, so now we're
Are you lined?
nowhere near.
How far away are you?
Well, not close.
Can you move that pipe across? The loose pipe?
I can.
Because I can move mine across. I just want to get, if I get this
Yeah,
hole
you get that
this side in.
I think we need to manoeuvre this bar out of the way. Ultimately.
Yeah.
I think the bar is getting in the way.
Hold on to your horses.
It's blocked.
So you're in on your side, I'm in on my side. We're champions. Well, not quite.
Yeah. Do you know what's great? This is the bracket they've given you to fit to this engine. Like, I mean.
How do you mean?
as
Oh
in,
yeah,
that was
look
the
how
design.
fucking I've got like-
Yeah, there's a hole in the top.
On
of
the
this,
end?
in the middle.
Are you in?
No, I'm not. This bolt doesn't fit. But you can.
I have the bolts.
I saw one, but they don't. I don't think they fit.
No,
I mean, you've got the original.
I've got the originals.
Yeah. Give me the original. Yeah, mine's
In?
not. No, it will not go. Is yours going in?
No, I'm not close. I was waiting for you.
I mean, mine will easily go. It's like lined up. I just don't quite understand why the thread isn't lining up. Yeah, that's easier. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's such an awkward job. The exhaust is properly on the bumper.
Yeah, it's gonna rattle a bit.
And going to burn through the bumper.
Yeah, that flame kit, that's what you want.
Is the exhaust blowing? So, I'm a bit dusty, but that is it. Key helped with the last final bit, and the exhaust is on. Sounding really nice actually. Really sporty sound to it. Not over the top, even though the straight pipes sounded epic. If you watched this far, thank you so much for your patience. But that is it. Part 2 of the exhaust fitting is done, which means we're done on this. Move on to the next thing.